How you pack for travel is a matter of choice. Some prefer to be over-prepared than under-prepared, but we value the freedom and mobility of packing light. Oh, and not having to pay for checked baggage is a welcomed bonus.
Recently, we had a couple of opportunities to learn to streamline the way we pack for travel. An easy 3-day weekend trip with our family last month, and as this video goes live, we'll be heading on a 2-week trip in a single carry-on. While we may not be experts or extreme minimalist travelers, we believe if your goal is to pack more lightly, you'll find the following 5 tips helpful to you. Let's get right into it. Our first tip is to create your personal packing list. Not one you Google for at the last minute, but your very own list if you don't have one already. This helps ensure you don't forget essential items you require for a trip, while also avoiding panic over packing.
We refer to our list every time we travel, and it has saved us time and unnecessary stress. After each trip, we'll further refine the list, removing things we conclude are not needed for future travels, and taking note of stuff we feel would be useful to have the next time. This way, we tailor the packing list to our travel style, while streamlining our packing process for future travels. Of course, every trip is different. Weather, the itinerary, and activities planned are obvious considerations that will affect how and what you pack.
Every traveler is different as well, with their own requirements and preferences. We may have more camera gear, someone else may want more clothing or a more elaborate skincare routine. Start by jotting down the basic essentials, then consider your specific needs and travel style, and keep refining your personal packing list as you go along. It'll make your life so much easier in the long run.
For a recent 3-day 2-night trip with our family, Glow brought the Able Carry Daybreaker backpack with a 25-litre capacity, which was more than ample space for his essentials. I didn't have an appropriate weekender bag, so I had the more interesting challenge of fitting what I'll need into the Alpaca Elements tote bag, with roughly 14 litres of capacity. Clothing will almost always take out the bulk of space when travelling, so improving on this aspect is going to reap the most benefits. This is how we personally do it. For the short trip, and considering our region's climate, we each brought a couple of sets of lightweight clothing, plus a set of swimwear and workout attire. Clothes are folded in a familiar KonMari style, similar to how we do it for our wardrobe. This method is more space efficient in our opinion, and is easier to get a neat overview of our travel wardrobe at a glance. Then, we'll put clothes in packing cubes. Packing cubes help keep things together, and even the most basic ones offer some compression effect. With that, my stuff just about fit inside of my tote bag. Since I didn't have a more suitable bag for a short trip, I'm very pleased with how it all worked out in the end. I wish there was a zipper on it for additional security though, as the magnets can't keep the bag shut when carrying too much weight or bulk. Stuff spilling out when going through security was my biggest concern, but thankfully, the magnetic closure worked admirably well in those situations. It goes to show, with packing cubes and decent enough techniques, it's very feasible to go away for 3 days 2 nights or even 4 days 3 nights without compromise, using the same bag you could also bring to the office.
It's easy to precisely plan outfits beforehand when going on short trips, but when you're traveling for a longer period of time, it helps to bring versatile clothing and adopt capsule wardrobe principles. Opt for a base of neutral colors that can be easily mixed and matched. We like the good old boring combinations of black, white, grey, navy, and khaki. Favor multi-purpose clothing and footwear that can be easily dressed up or down to match the occasion. We like to call our practical style athleisure. We don't know if that's still a thing, but we know you're not here for fashion advice. Lastly, within reason, depending on the weather, try layering instead of bringing warmer but bulkier outerwear. They are more adaptable to fluctuating weather while providing variety to style other outfits.
Doing laundry, yes, you heard it right, laundry while on vacation is something that we have started practicing since adopting a slower traveling style, where we often stay at the destination for 2 weeks to a month. Something that influences our choice of accommodation these days is whether a place has a convenient way to wash our clothes. We like service apartments where there are washers and dryers in a building, or even better, in the apartment itself. For our upcoming trip, instead of lugging around 2 weeks worth of clothing, we'll bring what we need to comfortably get us through about 5 days or so, with the intention of washing our clothes periodically. And we'll pack this same way with the same amount of clothes, no matter if we're traveling for 7 days or 7 weeks. This way, we significantly reduce the number of clothes we have to bring, allowing us to travel with more freedom while also saving on the unnecessary cost of paying for checked baggage. It keeps us adaptable to unexpected changes in weather or travel plans. It helps to cycle through clothing, refreshing our travel capsule wardrobe for subsequent days. And maybe it's just us, but doing small batches of laundry while on vacation actually beats going back home and having to clean bags of dirty, smelly laundry at one go.
When trying to embrace minimalism while packing for a trip, there will always be the unavoidable fear of being unprepared when met with unexpected scenarios. This leads to a just-in-case and what-if mindset, causing us to overpack all sorts of unnecessary items. Maybe it's packing too many jackets and coats, even though you're heading to a destination with fairly predictable weather, or bringing too many entertainment options, iPad, board games, a bunch of books, just in case you get bored while relaxing on the beach. Instead, try to focus on packing what you need rather than what you want. If there are what-if items you're unsure whether you'll actually use on a trip, try reframing the question. What if you didn't have this item with you? What's the worst that can happen? If you have health concerns, then you should probably bring your medication just in case, even if chances are you won't need them on the trip. Not having crucial medication when you need it is a worst case scenario you want to avoid. If you didn't have a book with you when you get bored at the beach, the worst thing that can happen is that you have to enjoy the beautiful sand and sea without distractions. It's up to each of us to decide if that's something we're okay with.
I kept making a mistake in the past where I thought I'll be an entirely different person when on vacation. I wanted to be in a beautiful sundress, reading a book by the beach, but all I ended up doing was bring dresses I didn't wear and books I didn't read. At the end of the day, vacations should be rooted in reality. I will be sticking to athleisure and gorging on street food at the markets. And there will still be stores I can purchase from if I urgently need something that I didn't bring.
So these are the best tips we've learned to travel lighter and with more freedom without feeling like we're compromising on comfort or convenience. There's nothing extreme about what we do, and our methods are far from optimized. 2 travelers, 2 weeks of travel in one carry-on may be child's play to some, while at the same time seem like an impossible task to others. And that's the beauty of it. Every traveler is different, and we should all be finding the right balance for ourselves. Do you want to prioritize function like a backpacker, or do you care more about form and luxury when on vacation? It's entirely up to you. Let us know what you think in the comments, and we'll see you when we get back.